All right, let's hear from the guests of honor.
Yeah, why not? Speech,
No,
come on.
I don't believe your speech. No,
Your anniversary.
you're always wonderful.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not expecting anyone. Stop looking at me like that.
And why do you keep checking the time and hovering near the door?
What? You just know how I feel about Nicole. I'm not exactly thrilled to be here.
I know, but it's unlike you to hang about the fringes of any party.
Yeah, well, I'm just hoping to get time alone with Eric. It's been so long since I've seen him.
He's looking well.
Yeah, probably because he's gotten 10 months away from Nicole.
Or maybe it's about being back with her again.
All right, well, I'm glad that he's happy.
Enjoying the party.
You know what? Nicole's about to make some teary toast, and everyone's gonna be all emotional and happy for her. I think it's better if I stay by the door, just in case I have to puke.
Now that's a Samantha I know and love.
I just want to thank everybody for coming here on such short notice and helping Eric and I celebrate our 1-year anniversary. You know, living apart for so long was a real challenge. But I just want to say thank you again for your friendship and your support through all of this. And honey, I am just so incredibly proud of you and your work in the Congo, and it just makes me love you so much more and miss you so much more. And as I told Eric, it was 1 year ago today was the happiest day of my life.
Here she goes.
And it means the world to me to share this happiness with people who love Eric as much as I do. And I remember saying that no matter what life threw at us, we would get through it together. And we have.
Yes.
I love you.
I love you.
Yeah. Excuse.
Can't even express how good it is to be home with my wife, surrounded by my family and some very old dear friends. What Nicole said about our separation, it was very, very hard for us. And I take full responsibility. I know how much I asked of her and how much she went through with me being so far away. And she just made me feel like the luckiest man in the world to have a wife like you. 1 year ago today, I told you. It took me 20 years to realize that I can't live without you. And I don't ever want to live without you. And I mean that more than ever. Please. Sorry. Will you please join me in toasting this loving, most beautiful, understanding wife in the world? It's me.
Yeah. Congratulations, you two.
Thank you.
I wonder if you'd feel the same way if you knew, while you were sweating away down in Africa, she was screwing around behind your back.
What the hell are you talking about?
Do I have to spell it out for you? Nicole's been cheating on you, mate. She shagged another man.
What the hell is he talking about?
What the hell is he even doing here? Why don't you get out before I throw you out?
Honey, he doesn't want us to be happy. That's what this is all about. He just wants to ruin our night.
It's okay, I know he's lying. You know what? The best thing for you to do is turn around right now and leave.
Hey, I kicked this clown out of here before. Say the word, I'll do it again.
You know, it really is bloody decent of you to finally fly back just in time for your first wedding anniversary. I know for a fact that your wife has been very lonely in your absence. You must have a screw loose leave a woman like that all alone for this amount of time. Excuse me, miss.
You know what? Why don't you just save your breath? I don't believe anything you're saying.
I'm staying right here.
Stand-up is embarrassing. Do you think he's drunk?
Eric and Nicole love each other. He's gonna give up and get out. No one will remember what he said.
Poor Eric looks like he's been punched in the face.
It sounds like you think this Santa guy is right. That Nicole did cheat on Eric.
Well, what motive would he have for showing up here lying?
I'm sure he's got some scheme in mind.
I don't know. Got Nicole's face. She's scared of something. I heard my husband tell you to leave. What, are you deaf or something?
I'd be happy to show him out.
So would I. Me too.
Looks like we have a quorum.
Oh, but the fun's just getting started. Hey, how about a refill, mate?
Listen, clown, you've had your fun. It didn't work. Get the hell out of here before you make a bigger ass of yourself.
Well, the least you can do is refill Eric's glass. All of a sudden, he's having a really bad night. Oh, but he doesn't drink, does he? Maybe he'll start again when he hears the rest of what I have to tell him, including the name of the man who had sex with his wife.
You shut up and get out, Xander.
I don't know, Nicole. Look at Eric. I think he's a little curious. Am I right?
And I told you, I'm not gonna believe anything.
It was me! Yours truly. And let me tell you, she loved every minute of it.
I know the things that you've done to Nicole in the past. And you're the last man on earth she'd ever want to sleep with.
You do not know your wife as well as you think you do.
Easy, Lord. You've had your fun. You've had your fun. Let's go.
Lay one more hand on me and see what happens.
I can handle him, Brady. You've only lusted after Nicole all these years, and she never wanted a part of any of it. You know why I know that? Even after you made her marry you, she still never had sex with you. Because she only saw you for the pathetic loser you are.
Are you really gonna let him talk to me like that? After I was there for you. The night when he called to say he was staying in Africa for another 3 months, you were a mess.
Shut up.
I was having a nice drink at the bar there when she comes barreling in and starts knocking them back like there was no tomorrow. You remember that, right?
Do you remember that, Dad?
No, I don't.
Well, that's because you weren't tending bar. You know why I know? Because the drinks weren't watered down. Anyway, after hours, we were back at the Salem Inn. We were good and drunk by then, but I know you remember this, Nicole. We went up to my room for another drink, and one thing led to another. You see, Eric, you've been gone for a very long time, and Nicole was very needy. Fortunately, I was there for her in her hours of need.
You must have been hallucinating. Drunk or sober. Nicole would never be alone in a room with you.
I understand why you'd have a hard time believing me, so maybe you should ask your sister, Samantha. She knows what happened.
Whoa, what do you have to do with this?
Tell him. Go ahead, Sammy. You know you've been holding out on your brother, your whole family. Tell them what you know.
Don't put me in the middle of this.
Oh, don't play dumb. You said you saw Nicole and me going into the Salem Inn.
Is that true, Sammy?
Okay, look. Eric, what happened was Brady was in hospital. After Kristen ran him off the road, I had to go find Mom and John to tell them the news. They were having dinner at the bistro, so I went there to find them.
John and I saw Sammy outside the Salem Inn.
Right. Before that happened,
Go ahead.
I saw Xander and Nicole going into the Salem Inn together. Look, Brady was in critical condition, and that's why I didn't tell you, Mom. That's why I didn't tell anyone. I'm so sorry, Eric. I don't know what happened when they went in there. I wanted to find out more before I made an issue out of it.
Did you go to Xander's room?
No. You know how upset I was when you told me you were staying in Africa again. So I did come here, and I did have too much to drink, and Xander also happened to be here. Look, I drank too much. I was in no shape to drive, so I went to the Salem Inn, and I got a room to sleep it off.
Yeah, but it was my room and there wasn't any sleeping.
That is not true. I got my own room. And you know what, Sammy? I told you the same thing when you came knocking on my door, pretending to be concerned about me.
I had to find out more information. I was just really concerned for you. And, so sorry to have to say this, but, the inn doesn't have any record of Nicole booking a room.
I explained that. I was so out of sorts, I used my basic black corporate card, okay? That is why there is nothing in my name.
Which I was just about to explain to Eric if you hadn't shoved down my throat.
Oh, yes.
I do think it's odd that you happen to carry around the corporate receipt in your purse to show me. I don't know, almost as if you were covering your tracks.
Sammy, I told Nicole to hold on to the receipt.
Why?
Why? To reimburse the company. That's the end of the story. Does anybody understand why we are allowing this moron to hijack this anniversary party?
Oh, my goodness.
Why are you covering for Nicole, Brady? Still feeling guilty about coming between her and Eric back in the day? Because you know as well as I did that Nicole and I did get drunk at that bar. And then we went up to my room at the Salem Inn and drank some more. But she wasn't so drunk that she didn't know what she was doing. She was furious at Eric for leaving her all alone with his niece and those two little brats for 3 more months. And she wanted to get back at him. And what better way to do that than to jump into bed with me, where I showed her a damn good time. The truth is, Eric, she just couldn't get enough of me.
Come on! Come on! All right, now it's on.
I get it. No man likes to hear how much his wife liked being with another man. Especially when
Let's go.
ask your wife why she hired me at Base Black. She had to. It's the only way I'd keep quiet about us having sex, mate.
I'm fine. Just let me go.
Is it true? Did you give Xander a job to keep him quiet about the two of you?
All right. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this in.
And I don't need that.
If I don't do it now, it's gonna look like a boxing glove in the morning. Okay, now listen to me. Xander's a troublemaker, all right? That's what he lives for. He's just jealous that Nicole wants you, not him.
Well, this night didn't go the way it was supposed to.
Not quite.
How did Xander think he could get away with that? Nicole would never let him touch her.
Xander and me, what are you, nuts? I would never, Brady.
I overheard Xander when I came in, saying that you two had slept together behind Eric's back. Actually, he put it a little more colorfully than that.
And you're just mentioning this now?
Is it true?
Yes.
Wait, do you know something? Did Nicole hire Xander to keep him quiet?
Xander doesn't want Nicole to be happy, and he would do anything to destroy her marriage. And I'm not going to let him get away with it.
Easy, kid.
Where's Brady going?
I don't know, but I have to talk to Nicole. Excuse me.
Should have thrown that bastard out of here before he opened his lousy mouth.
I'm not sure that would have changed anything.
What do you mean?
You could see the pain that Nicole was in.
What do you mean? Well, you think she was in pain because what, she laid down with that jerk?
I think if she hadn't done that, she would have denied it. Vehemently denied it.
She did deny it.
Well, John, it wasn't that convincing. She was worried. She was stammering. At least that's my take on it.
What the hell do I know? You're the shrink, son. I'm guessing that your take was probably pretty accurate.
I'm hoping I'm wrong. But in this case, I think for once, Xander was telling the truth.
Why didn't you tell me that you suspected Nicole of cheating on Eric?
I didn't want it to be true. I mean, look, I don't like Nicole, but Eric loves her and wouldn't want her to break his heart. Besides, I just can't believe that Nicole would cheat on someone as honorable as my brother.
Oh, being far apart is difficult for any marriage. Even if the distance is only emotional.
EJ,
I put that distance between us.
you were going through hell.
There's no excuse for it. You were there, I pushed you away. Truth is, I was afraid I could no longer be the husband you needed.
I understand that now.
I should have explained it at the time. But unfortunately, I was too self-consumed to consider your feelings. There's no excuse for it.
EJ, we have been over this.
I know. I just feel like I need to tell you again. Especially in light of what Eric's going through. I just thank God that you hung with me. Didn't turn to another man. I would have lost my mind.
Listen, just take some deep breaths, okay? This is all gonna get straightened out. Eric knows what kind of man Xander is. He's not gonna believe him.
I think he kind of does.
He knows how much you love him.
Please tell me the truth. You hate Xander. Why would you hire him? You're basic black.
Because of me. For reasons that I won't get into right now, but I had to take a leave of absence, and Brady was still recovering from a car accident. Nicole had this entire workload herself, and we knew that Xander had corporate experience. I'm telling you, Nicole only brought Xander on board because he knew all the operations at Gabby Chic, our main competitor. She hated working with him, but, you know, we thought it'd give us a leg up. Isn't that right? Tell him.
I think Nicole should tell him the whole story. The true story. I think you owe him that. Sammy, why don't you mind your own business? In fact, I think that everybody should give Eric and Nicole some time to work this out on their own.
I need you to answer one simple question. Did you hire Xander because you were short-handed, or to shut him up?
I'm so sorry. Oh my God, Chloe. What have I done? Our son needs us.
Right, I'll drive.
Johnny, we're going to find Eric.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'll bring her home after we talk to Eric.
Poor Eric. How could she do this to him?
Well, honey, it sounds like Nicole was in a bad way. Eric being gone must have really taken a toll on her.
Yeah, well, how is that an excuse for sleeping with the worst person on the planet? I mean, how could she do this to him?
You know what? Let's get out of here. I don't want to stay here and watch Nicole try to get sympathy from everyone.
I see there are things that time doesn't alter.
What does that mean?
How much you hate Nicole.
I have lots of good reasons, don't you think? Let's go. You did this, you bitch!
You have some explaining to do.
Party's over? It's a bit early.
Why'd you do it?
I just thought Eric deserved to know what kind of woman he married.
Yeah, sure. You're just a stickler for morality, aren't you? No, really, what are you getting out of this?
It's just a laugh, that's all.
Xander, you had Nicole under your thumb. Then you decided to destroy her marriage in the most hurtful and humiliating way. So I want to know why you did it and why you did it now.
I didn't actually make you cheat on your husband, Nicole. Sorry. You put Xander up to this. I know you did. You are the reason he showed up here. You are not blaming me for cheating on your husband. It's pathetic. You know, when I saw you and Xander going into the Salem Inn together, I thought, oh boy, there's Nicole up to old tricks. Eric used to be a priest. He takes those vows seriously. You ever heard of the 10 Commandments? Thou shalt not commit adultery.
Well, you're quoting the Bible now? Well, here's a verse for you. Let she who is without sin cast the first stone.
Who are you to give me a hard time about Nicole? When you found out that she was cheating on you with Eric, you forced her to leave town with a baby in her arms.
Yeah, I did that because at the time I wanted Nicole, and it was just injury to my pride, Xander. And it didn't do anything for me, nothing, because Eric and Nicole found their way back to each other because they belonged together. But it just doesn't make sense why you did what you did. You already used your one-night stand to blackmail Nicole to get your nice cushy job at Basic Black, so why would you throw it away?
Who says I have?
Oh, trust me, cuz, your history. And don't ask me for a reference.
Should have known you'd do this.
Yeah, you should have. You had your little fun, and now you're broke and unemployable. So I go back to my original question. Why did you do it? I don't even think you're stupid enough to think that Nicole would just go into your arms after you blew up her marriage. So that leaves one reason, Xander. Good old-fashioned money, right?
What money? You just told me I lost my job.
What don't you want me to see?
I care what you see.
Well, it's funny because I walked in here and you have not moved from that spot since I came through that door. What do we have there? Looks like somebody paid you off to ruin Eric and Nicole's relationship. Who the hell was it?
I still can't wrap my head around the fact that Nicole actually slept with Xander.
This must be very hard for you. Why don't you let me take you home?
I can't go home without knowing that Brady's okay. I'm sure he went after Xander.
I hope he beats the crap out of him.
Yeah, well, he's recovering from a really bad accident. I'm afraid of what Xander might do.
Where are you going?
So who hired you to ruin my brother's marriage?
It's none of your damn business. But did you see the look on your pious brother's face when I told him I'd had his bride? I'd have done it for free just for that.
Tell me who hired you, Xander. How much did you get, huh?
Get your hands off my money. Oh, and now look who's come to rescue you. I'm afraid your favorite songbird isn't going to be much help, not with that broken wing. Hey, I am sorry that we're not going to be working together anymore. But could you do me a favor? Get your boss out of my sight.
Are you okay?
No, I'm fine. That briefcase is full of money. He pretty much admitted to me that he was paid to do what he did tonight. I tried to get a name out of him, but I ruined in and ruined it. I'm so sorry. No, Chloe, no, he wasn't going to talk anyway.
Well, after you left, Nicole accused Sammy of setting this up. We both know that she hates Nicole.
And if there's one person who can get that kind of money quickly, it's Samantha Brady to marry.